Last season, Kevin Love led the NBA with over 1,100 rebounds. One of the keys to his dominance under the basket is the ability to box out opponents. Talk to me about your technique for boxing out.
I just try to play to my advantages and using leverage and using my body and my base to get that rebound.
Do you feel like you could box out anyone?
Yes.
But we didn't just bring in anybody. We brought in a 350-pound sumo wrestler. Before the clash of these titans, we wire Love up with science.
So I'm going to put 12 sensors all over your body. It's going to tell us exactly how much force you're generating to keep him out of the paint.
Much like boxing out a basketball player, sumo wrestlers use their mass to gain leverage on opponents. Our wrestler weighs almost 100 pounds more than Love, and being 10 inches shorter, he has a lower center of mass, giving him more stability and a built-in advantage over Love. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice. As the wrestler comes in for the rebound, Kevin widens his base of support by bending his knees 75 degrees and keeping his feet 4 feet apart, effectively lowering his center of mass by nearly 35%. In simplest terms, the lower your center of mass and the wider your base of support, the more force required to knock you off balance. And by positioning his legs nearly perpendicular to the wrestlers, Love gains what's called rotary stability, the resistance against being knocked over. Extending his base of support toward the direction of the oncoming force actually increases Love's stability.
Biomechanics, balance is about the body's ability to maintain the center of gravity within the base of support with as little sway as possible. Stability plays a crucial role in balance. Stability relates to the degree to which a body can resist being upset or moved. Many factors affect a person's stability. The first is the height of the body's center of gravity, which is an imaginary point around which our body weight is evenly distributed or concentrated. Finding our center of gravity is challenging because it shifts with movement. This means certain body types and postures are more stable than others. The lower the center of gravity, the more stable the body. So a person kneeling is more stable than a person of similar height standing, because the point at which all the body mass is concentrated is lower for the person kneeling.
Stability means that you have a center of gravity point and you have been able to establish a base of support so that your center of gravity is in the base of support.
In simplest terms, the lower your center of mass and the wider your base of support, the more force required to knock you off balance.
As our lucky last one is called line of gravity. So this means the vertical line which passes through the centre of mass to the ground. The line of gravity falls outside the base of support. You are relatively unstable. As you can see here, if I was to push that particular girl over, she would fall over straight away. Right, and as you can see, the lady on the far right, if the line of gravity falls within the object's base of support, equals more stability or increases the stability of that particular person.